Hey, good Thursday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our market intel brief here at Tomcat Options. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz, and the S&P 500 taking a little bit of a breather after this historic short squeeze followed by rip your face off FOMO rally. Fully expect the S&P maybe to drift a little bit back here to the 100-day to consolidate before heading higher. Why wouldn't it head higher? I mean, Europe's just at war and inflation is raging and the Fed's raising interest rates and oil's going to be all over the place. But come on, buy the market with both hands. Real quick reminder, next Thursday at 1, we're going to do a Viper Trading and Tomcat Charts coaching briefing. We got Goose and Bart, two of our new instructors on board, one F-16 guy, one Tomcat guy, both market experts. Hell, Bart was selected by Barclays to be one of the top 5 FX traders in the world. That's in the world, folks. He's a cheesy Tomcat guy, you know, wearing his polo shirt under his flight suit like Goose. But good stuff. So make sure you register for that. The link is underneath the comments here or in the description on our YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you check out the Max Afterburner podcast on Spotify with me and Joe Rogan, Stitcher, Apple Podcast, all the cool places that people watch podcasts. It's called Max Afterburner. And today, folks, I gave a sneak peek, the world opening of the trailer for No Fallen Heroes. We have some edits to make, and then we're going to blast that out to the world. Actually, really, really proud of this project of saving veterans' lives. Not only veterans' lives, but spouses, dependents, first responders. Everybody's a hero. My dad was my hero. Everybody is a hero to somebody else in their life, and we're not going to let anybody fall on our watch. We're gonna talk about radical healing and all different ways we can heal not only this country but this world. My God, take a look at what's going on, and we need some healing. Speaking about military, we lost an E-2 last night off the coast of Virginia, I believe it was. 2 seriously injured air crew and 1 death. So the E-2 can carry 5. There was only 3 folks on board. So naval aviation tragedy last night. This is tough. It's a tough business, man. A couple weeks ago, we lost a V-22, a Marine Osprey, in Norway. 3 Marine air crew killed. Lot going on behind the scenes, folks. Just because it isn't combat. Aviation is an extremely dangerous business, especially carrier aviation. Taking off, my quote combat sorties over Iraq were boring. The scariest part of my 44 missions over Iraq were taking off from the ship and landing, especially at night. So thoughts and prayers, my positive energy, my love goes out to this air crew and their families. Speaking about military stuff, I told you earlier in the week that this was all bullshit. The head of NATO is like, Russia isn't withdrawing, but they're regrouping, and they're not negotiating in bad faith. Oh my God, I'm shocked. I can't believe that. Right? Monday or Tuesday, whenever it was, like, oh, we're in the spirit of peace, we're pulling back from these areas, and the media's like, yay! I'm like, are you dumb? It's all propaganda, folks. The U.S. Take a look at the Washington Post now. The Hunter Biden laptop actually is legitimate. Oh, New York Times. A year and a half later, here comes the liberal media. Yeah, by the way, that Hunter Biden laptop does have a lot of shit on it. You know something big's coming with that, folks, because they're actually starting to talk about it now. I think he gets indicted. I think Hunter Biden gets indicted. There's some tax shit. There's some he should have been arrested, man. When you lie on your federal firearms application, when you're a crack addict, and you put on your federal firearms application that you're not a crack addict, I think it's a 5-year prison sentence. It's a federal offense, unless your dad was the vice president at the time. And then the Secret Service takes care of you. But anyway, it's all propaganda, folks, whether it's Ukraine, the United States, or Russia. I don't believe any of it. I try and seek out my own sources. But, folks, this is going to get worse before it gets better. Did you see the troops around Chernobyl have just evacuated? Some idiot general's like, hey, go dig trenches around here. They dug in all that radioactive dirt, and like hundreds of Russian soldiers are dying now. What a horror. What an absolute horror war is, folks. This is why we need the radical healing that No Fallen Heroes is going to bring about. Now, Putin's starting to play chess, 3-dimensional. Putin signs a decree ordering gas exports to be halted if you don't pay us in rubles. So Barack Hussein Obama oversaw the United States losing our AAA credit rating, and Joe Biden, remember what Barack Obama famously said about Joe Biden? Don't underestimate Joe Biden's ability to fuck things up. He's going to be responsible for oil being not priced anymore in U.S. dollars. The world's reserve currency, the U.S. dollar, is getting destroyed. But this is, hey, Germany, if you want gas, oil from us, you're going to pay us in rubles. Isn't that awesome? This is the world we live in. Germany is still getting a lot of the majority of their energy from Russia as they're sending Ukrainians lethal weapons to kill Russians. You can't make this up. So what's going to happen to oil when, not if, Moscow halts this? Oil's going to go through the roof. Oil went down a little bit. Why? Because Joe Biden did what? Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Biden has, the Strategic Oil Reserve, whatever it is. He's opened the Strategic Oil Reserve for what? The next, 180 days. What is it, $1 million a barrel? So for 6 months, or whatever it is, leading up to the election, for the next half a year, right in front of the midterms, the President of the United States is going to deplete what is called our strategic reserve. Kind of an impeachable offense to me, especially when we have oil in the United States. Democrats, liberals, Joe Biden would rather go buy a barrel of oil from Iranians who want to slice your head off and kill you rather than drill in Texas or oil. This Green New Deal, folks, I love this planet. I love the universe. I've seen it on the medicine. I've become one with it. But let's be honest here. You're going to tell me the carbon footprint of a barrel that we buy from Iran is less than Texas or Alaska? It's disgusting. It's awful. Democrats hate this country so much that they're going to go pay Venezuela and Iran, sworn enemies of the United States, to give us oil instead of drill here. If you support that, you're nuts. There's something wrong with you. Unbelievable. Anyway, other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play? PCE this morning, again, inflation at record highs as what? Real spending shrinks. So when you fill up your Let's Go Brandon gas tank and you look at it and go, holy shit, I guess I'm not taking the wife out to dinner Friday night. Exactly. There's a lot of pain coming. But this week they finally got around to admitting what I've been saying for a year and a half. I love how I'm called a conspiracy theorist. And just about everything that I predicted or say is happening comes true or happens. Isn't that awesome? But they finally got around to maybe the $9 trillion that we just printed out of thin air is stimulating inflation. Oh, but by the way, Joe Biden says we need a couple billion dollars more yesterday. Did you see what happened yesterday? COVID.gov is up or something like that. 18 months, 2 years later, we have a COVID website. I live in the free state of Florida. The only time that I remember that COVID's a thing is when I'm forced on an airliner to put a mask on, and hopefully that's gone soon. We have a good-looking bear call spread on Lululemon. Lulu's looking pretty good. Nice earnings beat, and then they said they're getting into shoes. I sold a bear call spread yesterday. We looked at another one today in our weekly debrief and accelerated retirement brief. So the one for tomorrow's looking good. It's a 94% profit in a day so far. Put that one on yesterday, so that's looking pretty good. Black Rifle having a nice pop today. Black Rifle Coffee is up. BRCC. I love my brothers at Black Rifle Coffee. Evan, JT, Matt. 4% pop. Look at this chart. It is, and I sold a cash secured put. This is my personal account. I sold a cash secured put out to a couple weeks from now, making $2,300. The break even is all the way down at $15.25. Let's go look where $15.25 is. All the way down here. So good looking trade. That's free money in Black Rifle Coffee. I think they're going to destroy Starbucks. Blue State, Starbucks, Red State, Black Rifle. That's the way it's going to work out to be. Info that is confidential is getting out. I'm shocked. Wall Street Journal finds 58% of stocks underperform benchmark before the block trades. The Wall Street Journal all over this. A 3-year report. Unbelievable. I'm shocked that JP Morgan, Barclays, Goldman, Jefferies, Credit Suisse are doing something actually illegal. You can't do it. But that's Wall Street. They are allowed to do whatever they want. We had a good brief today, talking about the psychedelics, talking about No Fallen Heroes, talking about this movement that's coming, actually going to the Panthers tonight. Daniel Carcillo's going there with me to the Panthers game. It's actually Jonathan Tays, his 1,000th game tonight. He kind of sucks lately, so do the Blackhawks. Panthers, my Panthers, baby, number 2 in the NHL. We're going to the Stanley Cup, man. I feel it. If you're ever in South Florida during the playoffs or right now and you want to catch a Panthers game with me, you got room in the booth, let me know, man. I'd love to have you. Speaking of which, I got to go get ready for the game here and head on down south. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge and God bless. Namaste and fights on.